guys, welcome back to The Good, the Bad with Kat. I am Kat and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am wearing burgundy because I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and I was looking for moss like this, and then I saw this and I thought, we gotta glue that to my face. So I thought, if you guys are, we gotta come up with a look with this, because this is so beautiful and so fun, and we just have to get that on my face. All right, so I already laid down my foundation, but I wanted to kind of play with this. This is a eyeshadow palette. I want to say that it's called Dreamy Mauves, and I want to say it's from Makeup Revolution or Sweet Summer from Ulta. It's one of those two. So it is probably not still around, knowing the luck I've had with some of these cheaper palettes. So let's put my primer on. All right, that's my Morphe eye primer. We're gonna go into this pretty pink right here, and we're gonna cover my whole entire lid with this color. Okay, I don't think I've talked about this. I probably have, I don't know. I never remember what I talked about. That's the season of life I'm in. I don't know what I've talked about and what I haven't talked about, but I will tell you this. This chick's in menopause, or in the process of menopausing, and I'm having a hard day. So I get these insane hot flashes, and they're so bad, and I'm kind of currently in one, so you're probably going to see my ears get red and me sweat a little bit. But anyway, this is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Palette 5 I Am palette, and I want to go into this color right here. So I love this palette. It is stunning, it is colorful, and it makes my heart very happy, and it gives me great joy to play with it. So what I want to do is lay this all the way. I want to go with a bright look. I struggle a little bit with this palette because I don't always think the color, well, to get the look I want, the colors don't work together. But what I do have is this Milani palette, which is the Days of Disco, and this pink right here. No one ever wants you until you're busy. I've decided. It is just the way it is. Okay, so look at that. So that is not quite dark enough over here. But there's these other colors. Look at this. Oh, that's lighter. That's darker. And then look at that purple. So somewhere between these two, we're gonna find our color. Ooh, my love. Okay, so what I did was I took this color right here, which is powerful, and I darkened the outside of my eye. And then I took this color, Healed, which is this beautiful purple. See how they're very similar, but one leans more burgundy and one leans pink. And I put that pink right there in the middle. And then, yes, we're gonna go into this color right here, which is Protected, and stick that on top of the pink. See how it's giving it a, oh my God, look, I'm starting to sweat. To give my, look how fun that is. Okay, this palette is not for the subtle, but it is so fun. And I think if you're really young, this is a palette you should get. And here's why. It's just so colorful, and it's so, you guys saw me, I just worked with my fingers. It took almost nothing to get that up and running. Clean up that right there. I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other eye, and then I went ahead and I added more of the burgundy because it started going a little too purple, and girl, boyfriend, everybody, whatever, I want burgundy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in the Unbreakable, which is that original burgundy I put on my eye, and we're going to run that, even though it's a shimmer, pretty thick under the eye. I had to take a minute after I fixed my other eye and just try to cool off a little bit. See if I can calm down the hormones. It's the hard part about getting older. So now we're gonna go into, I'm gonna give my eyeballs a minute before I put mascara on. And I am feeling like this one might have a little bit more purple than this side, so I might touch it up again. And my son is texting me, Revlon Glimmer Blush Drops, because I think the burgundy in this is exactly what we want. And I don't know if you guys remember the day I figured it out. You have to push the bottom to get the blush to come out. You know, because sometimes I'm not the smartest brick in the factory, but I'm definitely the funnest. And I'm going for dark blush. So, because what I learned the other day is once you put the moss on, the blush doesn't really want to move through it. So we're going to go a little overkill. And then we're going to come back and vamp that up another way. Okay, so I'm looking at my mascaras. All right, so this is the Lancome mascara primer. I always forget to use this, but it really does work. So since I'm not brave enough yet still with eyelashes, we'll put this on to give my eyelashes something to stick. It's funny because you know moss is not one of my favorite things. So I do think it's kind of funny that I'm putting this on my eyebrows, on my eyelashes, on my face, because I'm actually not the biggest fan, because moss actually kind of freaks me out because it's wet and kind of slimy. And I have a lot of allergies, so I'm always actually kind of scared. But I love to look at it. I love like when we go camping and I see it on rocks, but I work hard not to touch it. So like hopefully if I ever fall, I don't want my hand to fall in it. So I'll tend to pick paths that are less mossy. Not that there's a ton of moss around us. Being desert folk, there's not a ton of moss. But if you get far enough in the mountains where there's more moisture, sometimes you'll see moss. Like I can't even imagine living like near bogs. That would probably freak me out. It'd be so beautiful, but I could also see that it would freak me out. All right, I'm putting extra mascara on. This is the L'Oreal, no, this is Fully Amped LA Colors. You guys see me use this a lot. It is literally my most favorite mascara out of all. Okay. Now, I forgot that I had bought this Sephora. I got this in one of the kits, the Sephora Crown. It's a lip liner in the color, it's so hard to read. They make it almost impossible to read. Let's see, my little eyeliner out. I can't read it. Anyway, it's a dark color. I've used it before. I love it. All right, we're gonna put this on my lips. I'm going thick, because again, we want high color, because we're about to put really red fungi, moss on my face. I'm gonna go into kind of a bubblegummy color. This is my Lifter gloss from Maybelline that I got at Costco. It's gonna be this little bubblegum color. I don't know what I did with it, but I had the perfect lip gloss, and it was my ColourPop New Moon lip gloss, and I lost it. It's somewhere. I used it, I took it somewhere, and then I lost it. Okay, so look, you get this much just of this color of moss, on top of the fact that you get a mushroomy moss that I have an idea for, and then the green mossy, the two green mosses. So what I'm thinking is, we got to be careful because this does fall apart. Is something kind of like that. What do you think? I'm going to be vacuuming up this room for a year because of this. And I don't care because it's so much fun. Okay. These She brushes that I got the other day at the New Mexico place truly have become a lifeline in the gluing, using my latex. Because I really don't want to waste some of my other brushes that I genuinely like. And oh my God, that's so pretty. That is so stinking pretty. Ew. I don't like that. It has like a dark piece. I gotta add more liquid latex here. Turns out liquid latex actually works really well with this stuff. This stuff is much lighter, and And then this is where it gets fun, because now you can just kind of do the tiniest bit. I mean, in the tiniest bit of liquid latex, because it does take a while to dry. And just stick that in. And then, like I said, if you don't like something, you just go. Look how pretty that is. That would be so fun. See, the only problem is I gotta let the liquid latex dry. Okay. All right. Yeah, I need to add a little bit more right here. What do we think? Should I go all the way around? Is it overkill? Is anything ever overkill when it comes to beauty? Yes, obviously. But not right now. I don't know that I like this anymore. I think I'm gonna let that fall. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'd be so cute with curly hair. See, this thing right here. What is this thing? I keep pulling it out and it keeps finding its way back in. Okay, something I never thought I would be. A moss hairstylist. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, maybe I should make my hair red. I'm gonna let this dry. Right back. All right. All right. I went too far. There was a line and I went past it. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I look insane. And that's okay. But I have a feeling in pictures, this is going to be really stunning. I tried to put some flowers in it. It just makes it look dirty. It actually turns out anywhere there's a light thing, it actually looks dirty. It looks best without any light things. It looks best with just all dark. So I've been giving myself haircuts like crazy. But let me see. Hopefully you're going to see some artistic shots right now. If not, Emily can pick her most ridiculous picture of me and add it. Or add it anyway. All right, guys. I hope you know you are seen in London. Hope you have a blessed day.